in there, doing the best we can. But this cost of living in Florida is really out of control. I mean, it's very hard to find a living wage paying job. You know, I'm working two jobs right now and trying to play catch up, but it's just the price of everything. The rent on a place in a very bad neighborhood down here, you can't get for $2,500. So the cost of living is ridiculous. That's why I really wish people would learn how to forage. Just one plant a day. And if you start adding these foraged plants, which grow free, hey, go, go, go. Good to have you here, brother. Good to have you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone here. And so if you start foraging, and make sure you know what you're doing. Because if you eat the wrong plant, man, you could get real bad sick or worse. So have someone teach you, and don't trust these. They got these apps on the phone. Hey, Aaron Scott, good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. I know I got friends on here, but so so that's one way to do it, is to introduce wild edibles into your daily diet. And you'll benefit a couple of reasons. One, it don't cost any money to forage. There's many benefits. There's no pesticides, there's no fertilizers, there's no weird stuff done to it. And I grow a garden, and little Miss Prepper, she raises rabbits, but the price of rabbit feed and just growing food for the rabbits it's time consuming, and it's expensive. So for your meat, fish, go fishing. It's fun. Well, when they're biting. But go fishing for your meat. If you can't go hunting, go fishing. That's why I'm a big advocate of a pellet gun, because you can hunt small game with a pellet gun. And when the grid goes down, and I'm a Christian, and I read Revelations, and the Bible's been right so far, so I suspect that it probably will continue to be correct. And have you read Revelations? It's going to be rough. And if you're raising animals, that's cool, because live food does not spoil. You got your chickens alive. You don't have to worry about keeping them in the freezer. You don't have to worry about it. It doesn't go bad as long as you keep them alive. So, but it's just getting to cost so much for the feed that I'm just having better luck just, hunting rabbits and, whatever, and going fishing. And I'll tell you a trick. If the fish are not biting, carry you a cast net. Now, there's a lot of fish that if you catch in a cast net, you got to put back in the water. Because I promise you, it's not worth catching a whole bunch of fish and then leaving out of there and then getting caught with one illegal fish and getting stuck with, a $200 ticket. I mean, you could have bought, I would say, a lot of groceries with that, but not anymore. So make sure you know your laws, know what you can keep when you're cast netting. That's important. And that's the main thing, is to know your laws, okay? And when you're foraging food, try to look around. You don't want to forage it from an area that's had a lot of runoff and they, to where the plants can be contaminated. That's why, on side of the road is usually not a very good place to forage. And you'll ride down the road and looking out the window, and I've seen some really nice plants. I'm like, man, that would make a nice meal. Hey, Hulk Hogan tights. No, man, you know what? I just got to come to the conclusion that, and I have since, I took time off work when my mom and dad was sick, and now that I'm back bouncing full time, man, I think I just might be getting too old for that. I really do. I mean, it's before the family got sick and all, I was working these last few nights, 12 hours on my feet, dealing with drama. I think I'm just getting too old for that. Really, honestly, I think I'm just gonna hang up my hat. I am 100% disabled, and I could get that disability check, but it's not enough. It's not enough to live on. And any money I make, they take it out of my disability. Hey, man. All right, thanks. Colonel Sanders, I get it.
Oh.
I love me some chicken. I ain't even gonna lie about that now. I'd love to have me some fried chicken right now. And out here where I live, hey, Shannon, out here where I live, down by the river, they are wild chicken down there. And I have got a few. Now, it's weird, though, because I know there's somebody's chickens that escaped. I don't know, but they just don't have a lot of meat on them. Maybe because they're just living in the wild. I don't know, but there's not a lot of meat. I mean, I still eat them. I'm not wasting nothing. But these wild chicken, there's just not a lot of meat on them. But they are wild chicken out here. I live so much out in the dang redneckville. But I do bring home a chicken occasionally. If I see a chicken and I got that pellet gun, I'm going to harvest that chicken. You dang right. And, my wife, she works full time. And I like doing YouTube. It helps, I don't know. YouTube just seems to help. And shoot, and the love people show me, the donations, like go, and the love that people show me, man, that's appreciated a lot, because I got a lot of valuable information. And that's the awesome thing about YouTube is if you don't have no money, you can still watch YouTube and learn. They do got a super chat button there. If I'm not the one that put that super chat button there, but they got a super chat button there. If you want to throw a few bucks, a creator's way, if he's monetized, which that's a job within itself. With YouTube, you just got to stick with it. Like me, I messed up and took a lot of time off, and being consistent with YouTube is a good way to do it. But I'm just honest, okay? And honesty gets me in so much trouble on here. But I just broke, man. Honestly, the PTSD, the losing my family, and the drama, and it just got to me. it just got to me, and I mean, it's hard to function. This is gonna be. I just had my birthday, and it was my first birthday without my mom, and you know, and if, for people that hasn't lost their mother and that loves their mother, that's a whole nother pain. That yeah. I love pasta. Yeah, ask me, could I give them a shout out? All right. Could you subscribe since I gave you a shout out? So my goal is to get 25,000 subscribers. I want to get that. I would have already had it, but I had to take a break. Oh, Aaron Scott, bro. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm one of the guys that's just going to be honest. Okay, it it doesn't get any easier. For me, it hasn't. I mean, it's been almost a year, but it seems like yesterday. Hey, Ashton. Hey, son. But yeah, it's been almost a year since I lost my mom, and it seems like yesterday. So cherish and love your mom and let her know it, because man, I miss my mama. And I'm a mama's boy, and I'm man enough to say it straight up. you know and and my mom, she's always been there for me. It's nice, when you got somebody that's always been there for you. And there was times that she helped me out financially also. There was times I helped her out. Oh, thank you, Ashton. Thank you. Aaron's a cool guy, man. I'm not sure how to interpret that. Root of, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So maybe you ought to clarify that. So I need to know if I just need to go ahead and delete you off the channel, or are you just I don't know what you mean by that. Because this is a no drama channel. We don't do drama here. We don't do drugs here. Just caffeine. Just caffeine. That's it. And even with the caffeine, man, I've been having a hard time getting motivated. I've been doing my running, but let's see. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Yeah. Like old Raphael, he commands me. I tell you, the way to command me to dance is hit that little super chat button over there. Because, it is what it is. Okay, I'm here, and if you ain't got no money, well, then you watch the video for free. And if you got money but you don't want to spend it, you watch the video for free. If you want to show a little love, then you can super chat me. You can PayPal me. What else? Venmo. I got Venmo. What is it?
Cash App.
Cash App. And because I really think that my balancing days is about. I hate to admit it, but man, I think I'm just getting too old for that. I just think I'm getting too old for it. I can't deal with it. Yeah, I ain't been on here in a while, man. I've been in another state, a state of depression. I have been so depressed, but now I got motivating factors that has came into my life that they don't realize they're motivating me, but it does, really. And it is what it is. Look, guys, it's YouTube, you know. There's life beyond YouTube, okay? And like I said, learn your wild edibles. Thank you, Shannon Lee. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Brad's Place. Thank you. I appreciate that. Then here's my loving little Miss Prepper. Come on. Here's my awesome wife. I just want to clarify something while you're here. Okay. All right. Now, with the post-traumatic stress disorder, when we first started dating, was I honest with you? Straight up. Look, you know, I got post-traumatic stress disorder. This is the things that happen. You know, wasn't I honest with you?
Hi. Yes, you was. Yeah, you were very honest about your PTSD, and then also um how it affects you as well with your sleeping regimen. On sometimes you don't sleep, or sometimes you wake up in a full-on sweat.
Now, how many times have you witnessed me waking up? Looks like somebody poured a bucket of water on me, with me not knowing where the hell I'm at, not what's going, just lost, looking to be attacked, and like something's going down.
Oh, tons. I can't even put a number on it. It's been so much.
Yeah.
And like, even you wake up, you don't even know who I am. You don't know where you're at.
Yeah, and some, it's called night terrors. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I deal with that, and so does she. And luckily, you know, my psychology and all has helped her.
What do you have PTSD from?
What do I got PTSD from? Well, see, people like to pick my words apart. It's like, I mean, I need to sit down and rehearse and write. I'm not doing all that, okay? So if somebody wants to pick my words apart, you go right ahead. But I have post-traumatic stress disorder from seeing things that my mind was not strong enough to handle. You cannot unsee anything. Hey, somebody said hey to you.
Yeah. Hi, First Nation.
You can't unsee anything. So when you're young, and you know, in your 30s and all, and you think you're invincible, and you take shady jobs, you can get yourself in situations. So we're not going to go too much in depth on that, but I promise you, I do have post-traumatic stress disorder, which sometimes it will flare up as schizophrenia. You know, that's sometimes I have the symptoms of that when it's really bad. And it's really hard to hold down a job and to function. It really is. And but I'm pretty good, you know, about holding down a job, you know, as long as it's security work.
Yes.
You know, that's the only Miss Prepper. Come on, get in here. You're so dang old cute and all. But I do good holding down security work.
Yeah.
And I do all right.
Yeah.
I mean, now, is it hard to like make a living wage here in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, for instance, lower your standards of living. Get rid of all that paid television stuff, okay? Get rid of all that. You can get Amazon Prime for free. Or something. She can explain it.
Okay, so what we like to watch on the Prime, which we don't pay for Prime, we've done Freevee, and that has so many channels on it for free.
Yeah, bushcraft readiness. Yeah, that I can never understand jumping out of a perfectly good running plane. But yeah, you can't unsee that, you know, and that's why these cell phones and children are so dangerous because they can see certain things that their minds are too young to see,
Mm-hmm.
and then have emotions that they really shouldn't be dealing with at such a young age.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of problems are coming from with our youth. I really do. I mean, when I was growing up, you didn't have access to that kind of stuff. I mean, you just didn't have access to it. And just yeah, I'm that old, okay? We didn't take pictures of everything, and you didn't just pick up a phone and look at stuff that you can't unsee. And so that's how I got PTSD. I'm not as tough as I thought I was mentally, and I'm pretty strong mentally, by the way. I mean, especially myself. You've seen me go in weeks fasting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I can be hard on. Nobody's going to be harder on me than I am on myself. Is that true?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm hard on myself when I do something wrong or what. I'm very hard on myself, and so there. And working as a bouncer, you know, I've done security work my whole life. It's really, I painted myself in a corner. I should have learned how to weld or been a mechanic or something like. But I never learned that. And security is really, you know, all I know. And I've learned how to homestead and forage and fish. But that stuff to me is fun. I enjoy it, and I enjoy the money I save doing it. And I enjoy showing people, look, if you don't have the money, you can go out and forage these certain types of plants and cook them and eat them, and you won't starve to death. Okay? And if you can find somebody that you put one of these little sheds on their property, well, this little 8x10 shed, you know, I had it paid off in 2 years. And we've been here for 8 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So for 6 years, I haven't had a house payment. Now, do I help out a lot on the property and all? Yeah, I do everything. I push mow 5 acres, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Business. Now regular jobs say I'm overqualified.
Man, now that's the one thing. I had my own MMA school. Well, Miss Prepper, get you a chair and sit next to me, you beautiful things that's squatting on the bed.
Keep going.
I had me MMA school. It was a dream come true. I wanted my own MMA school for. Well, I finally, you know, just had the luck of the cards. You know, I finally made it happen, and we were doing great.
Yeah, it was doing good.
It was doing great. Then the scandemic came along, and they said we had to close for 14 days, and that was the longest 14 days I ever seen. And I couldn't keep paying rent on a spot that I couldn't have customers coming in. You know, it's like with MMA, I train people because I like to do it. I like to watch people get self-discipline and progress and be the best that they can be. But even there, I charge the fee. I'm just saying, you know, I had to charge to pay for the building,
Hi, the Guardian.
you know. So, you know, I get it. If you don't have money and you can't donate, by all means, watch these videos and learn for free. Watch and learn for free. And my emails here, believe me, I get emails all the time. Most of them are not joyous, but I get emails all the time. And, you can email me and we can talk personally. And, right now is a time, I think it's like peace before the storm. Everything's just been too quiet and peaceful, and people are getting complacent. And I noticed that a lot of people some are backing off their prepping. What's this?
We shouldn't do tandem jumps because of the BS 6-foot rule. Yeah, 2 weeks turned into 2 years before you know it. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And I lost my MMA school, and that was very upsetting, very disappointing. I love my students. I love teaching MMA, and I believe I shedded a few tears over that.
Yeah.
I did. I'm not ashamed to admit. You got all these other manly men. I know there's a lot of guys out there that y'all are way more of a man than I'll ever be or ever could be. But I'm going to be the best that I could be. Feelings. And it broke my heart losing that school.
Mm-hmm.
It broke my heart. My 3 tours in Vietnam dad when he passed away. But I guess, we need to, I got to learn how to move on and, just keep pushing forward. And I got a whole playlist of wild edibles to soften your grocery bill. Oh, and like I said, these phone identifiers that identify plants, be careful with them because I've had them misidentify plants more than once. And luckily I knew. And you misidentify the wrong plant and eat it, you can end up in some serious trouble. And so you really need to know what you're eating when you're eating wild edibles. And they're free. You don't have to hunt them. You don't have to do anything. You just go pick them and cook them. And some of them you got to do it right. Like acorns, for instance. You got to bust the acorns open. You got to soak them. If it's just cold water, soak them for a good 24 hours. And you got to rotate. Do that at least 3 times, at least. Because the tannin acids in the acorns will mess your stomach up. But I've discovered, by leaching the tannin acids out and then letting them dry and grinding them up real good, they make a great powder that you can mix in with pancakes and stuff like that. What you got there?
Do you and your daughter have a tunnel built in case of World War III?
No. In Florida, you dig 2 inches and you're swimming. I wish that was the case, but that's why, I say I live in a bunker, but it's above ground, I mean, not all bunkers are below ground. That's a misconception. But I wish we did, but you can't dig down 2 inches here without hitting water. That's why, unless there's a drought, I would never have to leave the property to get water because I can just dig down and filter it and clean it. And, we thought we were going to have to be out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But We were listening to the wrong people.
We haven't relocated yet. We've been
We're in a process of it.
Yeah, we're if you've seen some of our other videos, we now have a van instead. So we're going to be building that out, and then
I'm going to live in a van. We're going to move out of here because this property will be sold. And I'm going to live in a van because I cannot afford rent and no apartment or nothing. But the van payment, I got such a good deal on it. The people really, I think they did it out of kindness of their heart. They first they wanted a van. Then they realized they were just too much, too old. They seen a houseboat that I made. We traded out.
All right, First Nation, you have a good hunting mushrooms.
Be careful with them mushrooms now, because you eat the wrong one, it'll be the last one.
But hopefully we'll see you in the next video.
And thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And Triz Dog, that is really cool about that friend that showed you about the underground tunnels and cities. That is awesome. I find those really cool. And just because also I think there's like so much history.
Hey, Moose Man, my brother from another mother. I appreciate you, buddy.
The town bunker from Cold War is under the States building. That is awesome.
You know, and that's another thing. These other countries, now this is from what I hear, okay? They're building bunkers for their civilians, and they're telling their civilians, you know, to put back and get ready, but our government's not doing that. And I can't understand why, you know. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get it. But, you know, that's another reason, because eventually, see, prepping is to buy you time. Because eventually, unless you're a millionaire, the food that you prep back,
yeah,
eventually it's going to get used up. That's another reason why I'm like, look, you can make your preps last longer by mixing in the wild edibles. Then when you run out of preps, you can live off the wild edibles. The more you know, the less you need physically. You know, I know some people when they go camping, they carry these big backpacks. It looks like, you know, you're not going to walk far carrying that. But me, I would put it in a wagon. So there's another tip. If you ever going to bug out, get you a good wagon. It's a lot easier to pull all that weight than it is
almost
to carry
like a garden wagon, because it has tougher tires on it.
Because another.
Yeah. I guess they used to do bomb drills here to when the Cold War happened, but that was what the 60s, World War II, was over in 1945. In 1945 riot. So I feel like a lot of bunkers were made in World War II, so I don't know.
Well, I don't know what is that? What's that? Pete Wins next to you, Pops?
Is that Pete Wentz next to you, Pops?
I don't know.
I'm not.
I'm lost. Y'all got to remember something now. I'm old. So all this young, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm sorry. Okay, but I'm old.
But that is really cool, Traz Dog. About those bunkers and all, because that's a part of history that everybody needs to know also. Because a lot of times history does repeat itself.
I feel after this war, there's going to be a lot of people living on.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Traz Dog.
Who's trolling me, Traz Dog?
I think.
Oh, well, see, I'm so old that I don't even get that trolling
Oh,
shit.
thank you, Moose Man.
Thank you, Moose. I don't even get it. You know, trolls will be trolls. I don't understand it. You know, There's 500 million other things in life. This is my wife, guys. Come on.
Traz,
and she looks like a lot younger than she is.
Traz, just to let you know, I'm actually his wife, not his daughter.
Yes. And, you know, she's got a baby face. Lucky for me, you know. And she'll always be younger than me. I got a good one, man. Hard to find. You know, I feel bad for people nowadays. I wouldn't even try to get in a relationship. As slim pickings it is out there and the way people are behaving.
It's okay, Traz. It happens actually all the time. Because I did marry older, it
is what it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I actually, honestly, I take that as a compliment. Really. I really do. Because I'm like, you know, makes me look at her. Makes me feel like the man, you know. I got a young, beautiful wife, and I got all these guys hating on me because they can't find a beautiful wife, and so it is what it is.
Yeah, it is about people like that. So that's what was that one last thing? Because all I can remember about is talking about the bunkers up in Traz's area.
We were talking about foraging.
Oh, okay, yeah. And also with foraging as well. See, one thing about prepping and foraging is, yeah, yeah.
And I'm not as old as I look. I have lived a rough life.
And so with prepping and storage, oh my goodness. With prepping and foraging, man, it's good to get those things. And also with where we live, of course, we live here in Florida, where we don't have a full winter like you do, Traz, up in PA.
So I'm able to forage all year long.
Yeah, and so also with that, I do recommend, yeah, we do have a foraging playlist. You're welcome to look at those. And
well, some of the plants are universal.
Yes.
What's that?
If you found $50, what would you do with it right now?
If I found $50, what would I do with it right now? I'll tell you what I would do. I'd say, boss lady, what do I need to do with this $50? So she's got to answer that, because any and all, it's all hers. It's all hers. She manages everything. Okay, I just talk. I put out my information.
Okay, so really, what I am always big about getting the bills paid. That is my biggest
so
thing.
if $50, you'd pay the bills.
Yes, it would go towards one of the bills.
Yeah.
And also right now we got that van payment, so it would go towards that. Hi, Lord Harvey. And then AZ, that is cool. There's a government published a book back in the 1980s called Nuclear War Survival Skills. That is awesome.
Y'all, I tell you what is a good little insurance policy is get you some potassium iodine pills. Those will help.
Oh, that book is also free if you search for Nuclear War Survival Skills PDF. Oh, okay.
See, I don't know why they don't just teach this stuff, you know. They're teaching stuff in school. While people were going to school, I graduated the School of Hard Knocks. Okay? So, there's that. I am a man of the street. Okay? I'm no better than the guy standing on the corner holding a sign, you know, asking for work.
Yeah, so bushcraft. Yeah, bushcraft also lives here in Florida, and it is easier. Here in Florida, we can forage, garden all year long. Of course, if you garden, of course, you do have your certain plants that are better with cooler our cooler weather.
Which I'm finding out that the tropical plants are growing better lately than the other. And I do grow certain foods, and then there's some things I don't grow. Like last time I tried to grow corn, man, I had bug problems. And when the water well went out where I was getting my water, I just found it so much easier just to eat the wild edibles, man.
Lord Harvey, you could hold a sign saying the end is near. I think that was even in a movie.
Yeah, I need to. The end is near. But yeah, we would put that towards the van because that's going to be our home.
Oh, and then Trasdog said to look up Danville, PA, State Hospital underground tunnels.
Awesome.
That is.
Yeah, I do need to hold. The end is near, and it is for what most Americans are accustomed to living. The way that most of us are accustomed to living, that is coming to an end. This whole system cannot keep. It's not sustainable the way they're doing it. So, if I ran a business like the way they ran this country, then, I would be out of business.
Moose Man, you got that one? Okay. Is it weird that I feel like a bunker would be comfortable to me? LOL, like blanket, pillows, food, entertainment. Oh, thank you, The Guardian!
Oh, thank you so much, The Guardian.
Oh, thank you so much!
Thank you so much. Thank you. That is so much appreciated. I appreciate that so much. And I'm sure people will be crying about that.
Traz, I don't think that's weird at all. And actually, as I was reading that, about the blankets and pillows and food entertainment, it actually reminded me of that movie.
Make sure you pull that up. Oh, you can't.
It reminded me of that movie. I can't remember the
Thank you so much, The Guardian 56. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from my family to yours. Thank you. I appreciate that. It will help with the van.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes.
That will be.
Oh yeah.
That'll help with the van. Cause see, a lot of people, I'm trying not to go to a certain place.
Bushcraft, that is awesome. He lived in the Keys for a few years. 90% of his groceries came out of the ocean. That is awesome.
See, that's the way to do it right there. That's the way to do it.
We want to visit the Keys.
Take advantage of if you got water, learn to fish it. Learn to harvest from there. If you got a bunch of woods, learn how to hunt and snare. It's fun, it's healthy, and it's free. And if people, me and hers lived in this shed for 8 years. Okay, we take a bath in a kiddie pool. No hot water. And even though we're in Florida, let me tell you something. When I took my bath after my run this morning,
yeah, you're right, Heart. Lord, he's not suffering no more.
Yeah.
Go on.
So after, most people are not tough enough to live this way. Honestly. I mean, if you had to, we had no choice. I mean, it was either live this way or what are we going to do? I mean, we both work full time, and to make the bills and all, and to live. See, because that's another thing. With this PTSD, I can't live just anywhere.
Yeah, bushcraft. We did that for 9 months. We lived in our other van that we had to get rid of it's
a long story.
Oh my goodness.
I wish we'd have kept that one too.
I wish we did too. And it was much smaller.
Yeah, it was the smallest one they made. Me being a dummy, trying to save on gas and everything.
And that was... No, we didn't have that van. We had the car.
Yeah, we lived in the car for 9 months.
That's what it was. Yeah, in the back seat of the car.
Yeah, we lived in the car for 9 months. And
that was very fun. We did a lot of going to the springs here in Florida.
And that's the thing, you know, in my book, now, because everybody's got their own book. Everybody's got their own book, their own morals, their own, you know, well, besides the Bible, you know, but that we have in common, you know, if you're a Christian, even if you're not, is still right. But anyway, in my book, if you have a vehicle, you have a home. Now, I know a lot of people will argue with me on that and all, but man, being able to kick back in a vehicle and lock the doors and sleep, that's a lot better than nothing. And to me, it's more comfortable than a tent. You know, and it's safer. Like I said, they got to bust a window or something to get in on you.
Oh, wow, Bushcraft.
Well, what happened?
He's stuck in New Hampshire now. After the holidays, he'll be homeless. Can't live with being a burden to my old lady anymore.
Oh, bro, man.
Oh, man.
Now, I'll tell you what you need to do. Well, I don't like sounding like that, but to give you some ideas, you know, just come on YouTube and let people know your situation. There is people out there that will help. And if there's anything, any information that I can give you that'll help you, because, man, I know how to live homeless. Like, for instance, the gym will be your best friend, because you can go to the gym and take you that long, hot shower.
And then he said, I lived off of a bicycle for the 10 years. When I needed money, I would skydive. LOL.
Wow. Man, you got a lot of like, brother. A lot of like, you know. But as far as I think from now on, you know, and I just, the hours, I never get to spend any time with her working as a bouncer at the club. Never. Mm-hmm. You know. So I think what I'm going to do is, never quit the job you have till you got another one, you know. Well, try not to. Some people are just unbearable and you got to walk. But if you can, you know, don't quit a job till you got another one. But I think I'm going to go back into civilian bodyguard work and, you know, private security, because I'm just tired of being a overrated bouncer. A bouncer is an overrated babysitter.
Bushcraft, that's not good. He has his channel, but it doesn't do anything. He's in the hole with it.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Damn. I tell you what you can do, though. Put you a PayPal on there.
Any of them. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App.
Put a PayPal, put a Venmo, put a Cash App. That way, if you're not monetized and you can't get an awesome donator, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that donation. But
that's awesome, Moose, man. That Bushcraft, maybe that's a thing as well. Moose Man here found an apartment complex that needed a manager / handyman, and they gave him an apartment to live in.
Hey.
And I know local campgrounds here, if they will also
camp managers or something.
Camp manager, and you clean the bathrooms, keep the place clean for a spot. Oh, that's cool. Wait, who? just passed.
All right. Good
That's
job,
awesome.
bud. Good job, man.
Okay, so everybody here is already
Please
subscribe to Bushcraft Rebooted.
Yeah, y'all please subscribe. Help the man out. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to someone's channel. That's if y'all would please subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It doesn't cost nothing. It just helps with the algorithm. And, I do have an email. Like I said, if you got any personal questions, you can ask me on here. But if they're personal, or if you need any advice on how to live homeless, man, I'm a pro at that. I mean, really. It's like the gym will be your best friend. Because, if you got nowhere to go, you can go to gym, work out. A lot of times they got free coffee.
Yeah.
You can meet people, socialize, maybe run into someone that needs some work done. Maybe talk to the gym manager and see if they need someone to sweep and mop. I mean, there's opportunities out there. You just got to go for it.
That's crap, but that's crap, Bushcraft.
Well,
that he spent 8 months applying for jobs, wore out a pair of shoes, got no work, heard you're overqualified crap.
See,
and my thing is, so much things now these days, once you apply online, and you go up to somewhere, oh, are you applying? Yeah, go online and fill out the app.
Yeah, and I hate doing it that way, because I'm the kind of guy, if I talk to who's doing the hiring, well, have you ever seen me apply for a job in person and not get it?
No.
No.
Well, and also, a lot of...
And my reputation.
Yeah, once they hear who you are personally like that, then they know...
down here, I'm one of the best security guys there is. I got a reputation. And in the security business, these club owners, they talk. Just like, you got your little circle on YouTube of people, they talk. And, boy, do they. But, you just get, it's a lot of times, it's just running into the right person.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just running into the right, that's what got me into doing security work, is I just ran into the right person.
There you go. Bushcraft Guardian we're just giving you ideas, of course, about making videos and shorts of you using the things you bought. Yeah.
Thank you, Guardian. See, we're here to help. That's why I do this channel, is I want to help people. Because I've been there, done that. I mean, you can still, a lot of people, they couldn't handle the way I'm living, which I'm cool. I'm good. I'm living in a 6x8 shed, and I'm good with it.
Bushcraft, I'm wondering if Moose Man could help you out.
On what?
I don't know. He's an FAA master rigger.
Yeah, Moose Man knows a
engineer.
Moose Man knows a lot. So Moose Man, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he could help you out, put you in the right direction. I don't know, but try to make connections here.
And if you were here local, I would hire you as a bouncer, but I like you, so I'm not hiring anyone that I really like to do that kind of job, because that job is rough. It's not like the movie Roadhouse, I promise you. Although the rules if they went by the rules, they'd do good.
Yeah.
But no, you're just a glorified babysitter. That's all I am. But I'm just getting the drama, man. I just can't deal with it. So I'm going to go back to personal training, concentrate on opening my MMA school up, and also teach other fighting skills, teach people how to be a tactical athlete, and because you may need that. Things is getting hairy, man. I mean,
yeah, the Guardian, that is a good idea. Getting food from food banks if you're actually using it to help you as well. Um, and then also at one point we did that. And
a couple of times.
yeah, and oh my goodness, that's a good way to, because those food banks like to put a whole lot of starch and stuff like that.
That's a good way to gain weight.
That's yes, it's a good way to
And
gain
also,
weight.
because we weren't used to eating that store-bought food.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and a lot of breads and pastas.
Yeah. So we went from eating wild edibles to a food bank just to eat like regular people do for a little while, and man, did we put on some weight.
Yeah, we did.
So that store-bought food will definitely put the weight on you, man. It's like it was designed to. What Moose missing?
He's talking to bushcraft.
Yeah, see, I knew Moose Man could help him out.
Maybe looking into civil service jobs listed in the area. There's no shame in accepting Christian support as long as you are giving back in other ways. Yep.
Thank you. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that. You know, there's some people that get mad when I get super chats. Can you believe?
I'm talking about using the food bank.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no.
Because
if you need it, get it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally seen food banks where they had food left over, and they literally had to throw it away.
And another time,
and there was no one there to
get. You were in line for a food bank, and they were very understaffed with helping put stuff together. And they came out and saying, we are understaffed, it's going to be longer. And you were like, you need help? And you went in and helped them.
There was like 500 people in that line. And this is what this kind of gets me now. And I don't judge nobody. But 500 is exaggerating, but there was a couple hundred people in that line. Every bit of a couple hundred. And the people were grumbling that the food bank was running behind schedule. So me, you know, I always got to put my foot in my mouth. I always got to say something. And I told the people, I'm like, look, you know, you're getting this food for free. You need to stop grumbling. And then they came out and asked for help. And out of everybody there, out of all the people that was grumbling that it was taking a long time, I'm the only one. And I have family members in that line, by the way. Not going to mention their names, but... And I'm the only one that went inside that church and helped hand that food out. Now, I mean, come on, people. Let's, you know, I hate to say it. I don't want another 9/11 to happen to pull America back together. You know?
That's awesome, Moose Man.
I don't want another catastrophe to happen to get Americans to be Americans again.
Yes, they will just sit back and consume.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When I get on here, I try to teach. Like I said, if you know someone that's got property, they sell these sheds on side of the road. Buy here, pay here. No credit check. This one was $150 a month. There's you a home. I mean, it's not the Hilton, but I'm not on the street. You know, we're relatively safe.
Yeah. Hi, Bobby.
You know, as safe as anyone can be. But we are, like I said, it saddens me because this is where my mom passed away at. And she's just buried like one street over, but when we do have to leave here, I'm going to be sad about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I don't know. I just know it's going to be tough for me to leave.
I know.
This is the last place I saw my mother alive.
Yeah.
And I'm a mama's boy. I don't care. People can hate on me all they want, man. I'm devastated losing my mother. You know, and but I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. And with this PTSD, she knows I could sit back and collect an SSI check.
Yes.
I could do that. But for one, it's not enough money. And for two, I just can't do it. I would lose my freaking mind. I got to be doing something. Idle hands is the devil's playground. I don't want to live off the government. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have Medicaid, and I do use that.
Yeah.
When I need to go to the doctor and all. And I am on certain medications for the PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
And Medicaid pays for that.
Yeah.
But if the medicine didn't help, I wouldn't take it. And but even though I have every excuse in the world not to work, I don't turn down no work, man. I won't do it.
Bushcraft, one thing, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you for your service, Bushcraft.
And I know you have probably looked into different things that the VA can help you with. You probably have already.
If you haven't, just maybe make an appointment with the VA.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they could help you. I don't.
See, we've dealt with the VA a lot, and I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm not dealing with the BS, but man, I just wish there was some information I could give you to help you. Get you a nice hot shower at a gym. It's hard to find a job making a living wage.
In bushcraft, yeah, that is.
Hold this down. I'm gonna go over and see if I got some VA papers. I may have some VA papers. Let me look. Because bushcraft, he's down here in Florida, right?
Not anymore. He just said he's in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. Well.
That is bushcraft. What you're saying about you're almost 50. My mom had that same problem with trying to get hired on someplace after her favorite boss passed away out of nowhere. And she had that problem as well because the new person was trying to push her out of the way to get his old person in.
It's age discrimination.
VA won't help you. It's not service. Oh. Okay. I get that. And then hold on, let me go. The Guardian said, for you.
Let me see.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna look at the paper.
Said, I learned to find my mother in many places and in my actions. It helps. Her earthly vessel is gone, but she is here in spirit. Yes, that is true. And also,
thank you for that, brother.
I see her in him a lot.
Especially when I'm mad.
Yeah. And also,
my mom was a pistol, man. She didn't hold back.
Y'all walk the same way, and
yeah, it was my mom.
I know. But also, when I showed my boss some pictures of her when she was younger, she was like, "Well, that's him. That's him.
Yeah,
that's him."
Yeah, and I got 11 grandkids, and they got her blood in them. So
yeah. So thank you for saying that, Guardian. That was really good to say.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hi, Bob White. Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help in our watching here. Watch for a nation that could not save us.
Awesome. I love Scripture. I love Scripture. Thank you. Okay. He's talking to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm here to help. We're here to help. If there's, like I said, go to my playlist. There's so many wild edibles. They really are. And once we get out of here, I'm going to be making a lot of fishing videos and show you how to make your own cast net. Which, by the way, if you can make a cast net, you can make a ghillie suit. Just have to throw that in there. But if you make a ghillie suit, put fire retardant on it so you don't catch yourself on fire by the campfire. But
Bushcraft, that is, I'm sorry, and I'm sad to hear what you have to say about you and your wife and all. And
no, I'm so sorry to hear that, brother.
And he actually says that the same thing, that she deserves better, talking about me, and I hang in there.
Yeah, she does deserve better than me, but she hangs in there.
So, I mean,
it's a personal choice. I don't keep prisoners. She could go when she wants.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's sad that things couldn't be worked out.
We love each other. I mean, that's really... I trust her. She trusts me. My God, I work at a full new strip club, and she knows I'm not messing with them girls. And I think that's got to do with my age, too, really. If I was 20 years younger, I'd probably got myself in trouble. But I'm just not doing it. I don't have the energy to do it, really. I mean, I'm trying my best to... And every day for the last, week, I've said, I'm trying my best to be a good Christian.
Yeah.
And then, I'm waiting for a comment, and then no longer, sooner than I say that, then something happens, I get attacked by the adversary.
Yeah.
Through one way or another. The devil pretty much will leave you alone if he's got you. But I think because I'm trying to spiritually grow, been reading the Bible a lot, realizing that, Bubba, you 57 years old, you just getting too old to do this bouncing work, man,
Aw, you haven't told her yet?
What?
He hasn't told her waiting till after Christmas to...
Aw.
The things they're gonna...
Well, man, I'm sorry, dude.
That's bushcraft. Oh my goodness. Because I know things would... Okay, sorry. I was reading another comment in which... Okay, so bushcraft, I'm sorry to hear things are not working out. I always want people to be able... Because I know how we
work it out.
Yeah, we work it out. There's times where he relies on me, I rely on him. Just like our vows. So
yeah. I honestly,
it's okay, Bob White.
I'm not smart enough to make it on my own. I'm not. And legally, she's my caregiver.
Yeah.
I mean, she literally had to sign legal papers saying that she's my caregiver because of my PTSD is so bad. without her, they would want to put me in an institution.
It's okay, Aaron. It's all good. They're talking.
Hey, that was a fun night.
That's what Aaron said. It was a fun night on him.
And it was a fun night, and I will get back in the groove. I will. This is helping right now, getting over the depression. This is helping. And I have other factors that are really motivating me to get past that 25,000, push the content, and help people. Because this economy isn't going to get any better. What you're going to see is like toys. And when I mean toys, things that are not a necessity in life. You're going to see some of that come down in price. But on the other hand, the necessities in life are going to go up in price. And if you learn how to forage your area, I mean, I don't know how much people spend on groceries because I don't do it that. But I hear people complaining about, and occasionally she'll stop and get some ice cream or something. I mean, I'm not, that much of a diehard. I'll eat some ice cream or something occasionally.
Yeah, when we want a sweet treat.
Yeah, occasionally. But I just noticed by hunting and gathering and fishing and by gathering my own food, that saves a lot of money. By making sure everything I got runs off 12 volts in here, and I got solar, I do anything I can to save money. I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't do drugs. I don't know how people can afford to.
Really?
I mean, really? I mean, if someone's smoking cigarettes, then they get more money than I do. Because, man, those things are costly. And, hey, you know what? It's your money, and you work for it, then smoke away.
I know, because even when...
I'm against it. I don't like tobacco.
My father-in-law, he dipped. And he would ask me on my way home from work to pick him up a can of dip. And you learn how to price around stores, because some stores it would be almost $11, and another store it's $10 for just one can.
I don't know how people afford that worm dirt. Looks like worm dirt to me, but I just couldn't afford it. I can't afford any addictions, okay? Thank God I know how to forage.
Yes, Miss Man, you're right.
What'd he say?
Money doesn't determine a relationship. Love and faithfulness to each other is priceless.
Man, most man's always on point. He is.
Yeah.
And I got a good one, and I love her. I treat her like a princess. And she treats me like a king.
And Aaron, man, a family of 5, one income. Our bills like $3K a month or more.
Man, bro, how?
I know. Nothing is cheap these days.
No.
It's sickening. Man.
That's why, again, I'm always going to say forage. What we've learned is you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I went from a job making really good money to marrying her and her telling me, you're not doing that kind of work anymore. And she knew that meant I was going to be broke, because when we were dating, I had a brand new car, parasailing, all that. And I told her, I said, the only way I can afford this lifestyle is continue that sort of work. And she's like, she's like, no, if you're going to be married to me, you're not doing that work. And she literally lived with me homeless to keep from me doing that kind of work. And, the years are catching up on me.
That is true, Aaron.
Yeah, it's too expensive to have kids.
Yeah, because at one point we wanted another, but then it was like, one, the world we live in right now, do we really want to bring another child in this world? And two, you're right. Kids, they are expensive. And also, dogs can be expensive too. They're your four-legged children.
Man, it seems like I work to feed dogs. Even the price of dog food. I mean, the price of everything. It's getting, you got to be well-to-do to own a dog. Or, live like us and just say, well, we're just going to live this way so we can. And both of the big dogs were on death row. They were rescues. I only get rescue dogs.
Okay. 3 cats.
What? Can you read that for me? You got those young eyes.
The guardian one?
Yeah.
He's talking to bushcraft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I agree with you 100%, the Guardian. Bushcraft, please don't do that. What I learned a long time ago is, because my first wife, because I'm one of them dumb guys that is love at first sight. I mean, first time I saw her, I fell in love with her. Love at first sight. I've loved 2 women and married them both. Okay? So.
Oh, okay, good. That's good, bushcraft.
So, but then, hard times came, and man, I was in a bad way. But a buddy of mine, because I was contemplating something dumb, and a buddy of mine said, do not do that. You live and give them hell, because they'll forget about you in a couple of weeks and go on with their life. But live and give them hell, and just try. That's all anyone can do, is try. And if you hang in there, and I'll promise you this, you hang in there and you will have good days. She's got to go check. See what them dang dogs is barking at, woman? Please. Don't go out there too far.
No.
Got to see what the kids are barking at. I'll tell you, them dang old dogs is high maintenance, man. What?
Oh, okay.
What?
Hi.
Are you tangled up or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But, so, just hang in there, bud. And now, I don't know how you feel, and I don't want to make it, like a sermon, but just pray. Turn to God and ask Him. Sometimes you got to lose everything to gain the world. It took me a lot of loss to humble me. I used to have a chip on my shoulder. I used to be arrogant and all, but I've been humbled. Man, oh man, have I been humbled. And just humble yourself before the Lord. And ask His will, not yours. And I went through hell, and then I got a good wife, And even, I still had a lot of problems. We were homeless and everything, but it made it bearable.
Yeah.
These
guys,
dogs,
stop.
It just made it bearable, So, okay. All right, well, we got stuff we got to do, got to do the chores. And I'm going to go. I'm probably going to, I don't know. If you see me on here live tonight, well, I didn't go into work. But I'm probably going to go into work. But man, I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just not used to it. I got to get back in the groove, you know. And
but so everybody, our scheduled lives are Monday. I don't even know the date. December something. This Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am doing my Ladies' Night Live, and we are playing World Without Rule of Law. And, so yes, we're doing that. And then Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he is doing, his live with Sarge the Beast Larson. And that live is going to be on airport and international travel safety. So
and I can teach a lot on that. I'm not even going to go in depth because I'm not ready for the trolls to deal with that crap. But so I'm not going to say but I'm just going to tell you how to be safe as you can on a plane. Okay? We're going to talk about stuff like that. Just like a tip, for instance, if you're sitting in the middle aisle of the plane, if you got someone walking by you that you're like, your spidey senses are going off, you know, you're like, man, I don't know about this person right here. What you can do is you're sitting here and they got to walk past you. I mean, so they're going to be right up on you. And that's breaking the first rule, is letting someone get that close. But on a plane, you have no choice. So when you're sitting down in the plane and someone's walking by you that's got you feeling kind of sketchy, just do this right here. You know, just put your hand, you know, just to that little bit right there will offer some protection as they go by. And plus your hand is already up if you have to react.
don't say any more. Let your live.
Oh, there's so much I know that I can. There in an hour I couldn't teach all the plane safety that I learned in that course.
Yeah. But
I've taken a lot of courses, people. Okay.
So yeah, so we have those scheduled lives Monday, Ladies' Night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday with Sarge the Beast Larson, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, another Ladies' Night.
And thank you so much again for that super chat.
Yes, thank you so much. And then also I want to put a thank you for your support and just
watching the videos.
Yes, Moose Man, Aaron, Bushcraft, thank y'all so much. Y'all have supported us hard times and all, so thank you so much on that support as well, with just even being here watching us.
Yeah, because you know, I actually live it. Yo, okay. I'm just saying, I actually live this life. So I know what I'm talking about. So with that, this is the All-American Prepper. Stay ready. Stay dangerous. Stay prayed up. And don't just turn to God when you need Him. And have a blessed day. And thank you again so much for the super chat.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. And yes, like he said, stay prayed up, rough and good times both.
Amen.